Okay, we have people joining in. So we can slowly start. Welcome everyone. Welcome to LearnWorlds Unboxed. This is our product release webinar. My name is Mia. I'm a product marketing manager working here at LearnWorlds, and I'm so glad that you are all able to join us here. We're going to show you some new features, what's new and what's coming for your academy. There's a lot to look forward to, and I see a lot of people are already saying hello from all over the world: Brazil, Maryland, Spain, California. And yes, I see a few questions. You will get a recording after this session is over. And while we're at the topic, there will also be a dedicated Q&A time at the end of the webinar, but feel free to ask questions during the call as well. My colleague will take notes of them. So share a bit about yourself. If you have a LearnWorlds Academy, do share a bit about your program. We're always curious to learn more. From my side, I'm from Serbia. I've been with LearnWorlds just a couple of months, and I already feel at home here. I don't have a live course yet, but I did have the opportunity to build a customer education program within one of my previous companies, and we did use LearnWorlds. The program is still alive and kicking, so I'm very happy about that. And I'm also happy that I'm now in the position to help you make the most of the platform. So very quickly, what's on our agenda? We'll start by looking at some recently released tools and integrations that can help you level up your courses and improve your learning experience. And then we'll dive into two very exciting big features: AI Insights and AI iVideo. Really exciting to share that. To top it off, we'll give you an early look at what's next on our roadmap. And yes, last thing, after the session, please take a moment to give us your feedback. So a survey will automatically launch on your screen. It's very important for us to know your thoughts on the webinar so that we can continue improving. So as people are joining in, I'm happy to introduce our speakers today. So we have Panos, who is our CEO, and we have George, who is our Chief Product Officer, both with PhDs in educational technology, more than 25 years of experience in instructional design. And we have Panayota, who is our AI instructional technology specialist. She will be demoing these new exciting features for you. And Panayota is the one who, alongside with our developers and designers, shaped, tested, and refined these features for you. So, Panos, will you start by giving us an overview of what we released this year and what we're going to present?
Thanks, Mia, for the intro. Folks, it's been an amazing year for LearnWorlds. I feel kind like the Santa Claus here, talking about all the features, all the things that we were able to bring back to you through the platform. Here at LearnWorlds, the entire team is deeply committed to your success and to bring the innovative e-learning and e-commerce features that your schools, your businesses need to grow, be successful, and do the most out of your very hard work. So we keep evolving the product, learning every day from you, from our customers, following the innovations, following everything that is happening in our industry, and bringing all these things in very concrete and very reachable ways to you within the platform. So within 2024 alone, we were able to update our UI, bringing you more clarity, more efficiency to your workflow. This has been something that has been very well received by most customers, and we will continue down that path, helping you improve your productivity and your interaction with the platform. We released close to 40 new features, including search functionality, new payment methods so that you can more easily accept payments from your customers, a completely redesigned community for social learning. We know that this has been a very long time top request from LearnWorlds customers from all over the world, and also the possibility for creating your own mass emails, not through integrations, but this time through LearnWorlds alone, through our own platform, and being able also to use it along with automations and workflows within the platform. And when we're talking about feature releases, these are very, very massive features. I guess if we count everything that we did within the platform, if we portray it as feature releases, like some other comments are doing, we would probably talk about hundreds. So more than 100 improvements, very targeted again, requested by you. This is based on customer feedback and responding in many cases to very specific requests and business models and needs that you have, and we are able to identify and help, including SEO improvements, new automations and triggers within the platform, new filters in the user progress reports, APIs, security improvements all over the place, and a big amount of new integrations, again, based on the tools of the trade, your tech stack, the other platforms in your ecosystems that help you be very much productive and efficient as any business needs to be in 2020-25. So we brought you Accessible for improving the accessibility of your platform, which is a legal requirement in the US and now also in the EU with new legislation that has been brought forward. Stripe tax so that you can sell anywhere, with any geolocation, and still be compliant with your taxes, and make it very easy for you to collect and report and pay for your taxes. Open ID connection, which is a single sign-on feature requested by some of the biggest organizations, and we were able to bring this also within the platform. So a ton of innovations, and this is just, we believe that we are just getting started. We have a very long list of things that are now happening within the platform, and you should be seeing in the next few months and quarters. And if we can go, Mia, to the next slide, let's see some of the things that we have for you today. So here are some of the things that we just released, and some of them are coming in the next couple of weeks. So this release brings you updates on a 360 degrees all across your experience with course management, optimization. We have everything that for every step of the workflow. So what you see here is the workflow, the different things that you do, from creating your courses all the way to optimizing them as they are being delivered to your trainees. So very, very recently, we launched our bulk content upload. This is a bulk course creator that allows you to upload multiple files, effectively a zip archive with lots of different files and learning units within. And what we do is we automatically organize, set up and organize your courses based on this file. So as you can imagine, if you have pre-existing content, if you have worked with other platforms in the past, if you have exported courses from other authoring tools, or you are just migrating from another platform, this can save you a huge amount of time. We do all the heavy lifting, we create the structure, we bring in all the learning units, and then you can just go and touch things up and make some small improvements, and your content will be ready. This is something that we used to do manually as a time-consuming and expensive service, but now this is something that everybody can find within the platform. The activity matrix, we consider this to be one of our innovations and one of the very, very well, this matrix concept, a very well received concept. This is a feature that allows you to gauge learners' engagement with your course content and identify which activities can be held, where are the building, the blockers, which is stopping learners, where they might need more support. So this is an amazing overview of all the activity that happens within your school, so that you can know where to put in your effort, where your content needs some changes, where you need to intervene. And also, we never forget our mobile customers. This is always an ever-expanding part of LearnWorlds business. Everyone now realizes that you cannot have any kind of channel without a mobile channel. We are living in a remote-first, mobile-first world. So for our mobile customers, we will introduce a new in-app products menu in the mobile app. So this will allow you to list all the products as in-app purchases through Apple and Google Store. So this will simplify a lot the way that you create and expose your products to the mobile application. So this is we believe that for the mobile it's going to be a huge help. And if you haven't tried the mobile application, go into your dashboard, see what is possible with that. I don't think that you will ever find an easier creator for your very own custom white label mobile applications for both Android and iOS. So this is an invitation for you to go out and check it out. So Mia, would you like to tell us a little bit more about our integrations?
Yes, absolutely. So let's start with the integration that many of you are already using. And of course, I'm talking about Microsoft Teams. So as a standalone tool, Microsoft Teams is being used by over 320 million people. And we know that many of you are a part of this sizable audience, and we wanted to make sure that you can deliver your training programs without juggling too many tools and enjoy all the benefits of having your live sessions directly within LearnWorlds. So this year we added Microsoft Teams integration to the existing live session tools, so Zoom and WebEx. And let's see what you can do with this integration. So basically, your learners can join live sessions without even leaving LearnWorlds, and it's all about making their experience as seamless as possible. And if somebody misses a session, it's not anything to get worked about, nothing to worry about. Replays are available. You can easily set them up within LearnWorlds, so your learners can catch up whenever it's convenient for them. And if you have a customer education program, and if you're using LearnWorlds to educate your potential and existing customers about the value of your product, it's a great way to create very nice blended learning experiences by combining live sessions with on-demand sessions. And yeah, you can help your new users get up to speed quickly and understand the value of your product right away. When it comes to managing sessions, this couldn't be easier. You can schedule webinars, product demos, or even recurring Q&A sessions directly in LearnWorlds. So again, no need to juggle external calendars or tools. And after the session, you can easily share recordings and follow-up materials with just a few clicks. And yeah, this helps keep your learners engaged. I also want to mention the opportunity to schedule multiple sessions simultaneously, but this is available on Learning Center plan and above. This is great if you plan on running diverse programs for different audiences without causing conflicts in calendars. And yes, after Teams, we spotted another super requested integration for
Sorry, Mia, allow me please to intervene just to help a bit with the housekeeping. Folks, the chat here is extremely live. We have Alex and Luca on our customer support team trying to answer as many questions as possible, but it would be better if you send them in the Q&A feature of Zoom, so it would be easier for us to locate the questions and answer as many possible during the chat and at the end if we have some time. So sorry, Mia, for the interruption.
Yes.
Please continue.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so we are also excited to announce the launch of two new integrations with Accredible and Credly. So this makes it easier than ever for you to issue digital certificates and badges to your learners when they complete your courses. But of course, these aren't just like fancy certificates. They're verifiable, which means that your learners can share them on platforms such as LinkedIn, and they can showcase their achievements to employers and their network. And it's important to mention that each digital credential includes a unique URL for learners to showcase their skills and for third parties to verify validity of these certificates. And what's great for you is that it's all automated, so you don't need to worry about manually sending out certificates. The system handles this for you. So you can save time and make sure that learners get their badges as soon as they earn them. And speaking about the authority of your brand, there is also a big win there. So when learners share their badges online, it's like free advertising for your academy. It builds authority and attracts more people to check out what you have to offer. So it's a win-win for both educators and learners, and it's one more way we're trying to help you build a standout learning experience. I also want to mention that we will have a joint webinar with Accredible pretty soon, and we will talk about how you can use digital badges to enhance your academy. So make sure to register for this webinar when the time comes. If you're not using any type of digital certification tool yet, I'd invite you to check out both Accredible's and Credly's website to assess the tools and see if they match the needs of your academy. Moving on to exciting new marketing tools. So we are releasing new integrations that will help you engage potential learners and track behavior. So these tools can help you understand how your learners are interacting with your website, and that is just as important as recognizing their learning efforts through certifications. So we have 5 new integrations that are coming soon. Full Session, Hotjar, Full Story, Mouseflow, and Opt-in Monster. So the first 4 are fantastic for visualizing user behavior data. You can create heat maps to spot patterns in how visitors interact with your website, and they allow you to see exactly how they navigate your website academy. So where they click, where they drop off, what grabs their attention. And it's like having a window into their experience, so you know exactly what to do to keep them engaged and how to fix those points that might cause friction. And then there is Opt-in Monster, which helps you convert visitors into learners by creating smart pop-ups and lead capture forms. So as I'm sure you know, if you are using LearnWorlds, we have a native pop-up tool within the platform, but if you're using Opt-in Monster, it's great that we have this out-of-the-box integration. So these are very interesting integrations that will help you unlock growth for your academy and help you become more efficient. But the time has come to open the big boxes. So I'm very, very, very excited to show you and to talk about, to introduce actually AI Insights Hub. So AI Insights Hub is something that product team and the whole LearnWorlds built with the intention to help you use the data that you have about, so the analytics data that you have in LearnWorlds. It was built with the intention of helping you use data that can help you guide your decisions versus letting the data overwhelm you. So you can think about it as having your personal data assistant inside LearnWorlds. So how does it work? You just type in question about your course performance, and AI gives you an answer. So it's kind of like ChatGPT, which I'm sure most of you have some experience with, but it's focused on your academy. So it's important to understand that the model is reliant on the data that's available in the analytics of your LearnWorlds school. So you can ask things like, how many students completed this course last month? Or, for instance, which course is generating the most revenue? And AI will pull all the data together and give you clear answers. And it can even create graphs, like visual graphs if you need them. I find it's very useful to have like a visual snapshot if you want to spot trends or even like do some forecasting in terms of course performance or like to forecast sales, for instance. But what is really great about it is that it remembers the context of your conversations. So if you ask it a follow-up question, it builds upon what you've already been discussing. So no need to start over. And it's all about saving time, really. We wanted to create something that will help you shorten time to insight. So instead of you digging through reports, you can just ask AI and get what you need in minimum time. Of course, just like all AI models, it's still learning, meaning that you might not get the perfect answer to every question just yet. But when George first demoed it, it's mind-blowing, and Panayota will demo it for you now. And yeah, I will hand it over to you, Panayota, and stop sharing so that you can share your screen.
Panayotas, can I?
Yeah, of course, George.
So I just want to let everyone know that that was released today, so it is already in your schools. So while we are presenting, if you have the data, if you have users, if you have sales, you can play along with the presentation. We've done the presentation in a video mode, so as not to delay due to the delays of AI answering our questions. But you can see live how it works. So, Panayota, the stage is yours.
Okay, so do you see my screen?
Yeah, just
okay.
black.
Yep,
Oh,
it's
here we
here.
go.
Okay, thank you. So before I jump in, George, to the video, I just thought maybe I can give the tour over here just for the beginning. So welcome everyone to AI Insights. You can find it under your reports tab over here. And you will see that it's a feature designed to transform the way you understand and manage your academy. We've added over here this lab label. So this feature, this means actually that the feature is still experimental. So like all AI tools out there, you always need to double check the results. So keep that in mind, of course. Still, the feature drives us into the next stage of understanding our data with the help of AI. So our team will continuously, improve it for you. And this is just the beginning of what AI Insights can do for you. And of course, we can't wait to see the value it will bring to your academies. So here's how it works. As you can see over here, there is the input box where you can ask any type of questions you like. Using natural language, pretty much similar to ChatGPT experience. You can ask whatever you want about your learners, your courses, your revenue, and your academy's performance. So as to inspire you, pretty much, we have created some template questions to trigger your imagination. And you can see here under each one of these tabs, a set of template, let's say, suggested questions that you can try and see the results. So right now I will try to show the functionality through the video because, as George mentioned earlier, it takes a while for AI to respond. And of course, you can play around. The feature is live. And those of you who don't have a trial, maybe you can grab one and, just try it out a bit. And yes, let me just lower this screen. Okay, so let's start by giving AI a starting question from a high level perspective in order to better understand a bit our academy. So let's start with the question, give me an overview of my academy. We can start with this one. And as you will see over here, for the results, we get a full overview of the total number of users, the users registered in the last 30 days, some admin related information, like how many instructors I might have in my academy, or the number of courses. I also get an overview of our products, like the courses I might have, some bundles I might have also, or subscriptions in my school, some recent activity information, and at the very end, some latest users information. So this is, as I said, something that gives you a high overview, high level information about your academy. Moving on a bit with the video. Okay, so over here, let me just wait for it. I chose one of the existing suggested questions from the academy. So what are the total enrollments, completions, and certificates awarded per course for this academy? So this is one of the suggested questions I mentioned at the very beginning. And let's see the impressive actually result. You get a very tidied up table over here with all your courses listed, the total enrollments per course, the completions, the certificates awarded. So we can scroll down and we can see also that by hover, we have this hyperlink. At the very end, we get a summary of the total enrollments, total completions, and certificate awarded for all of our courses in the academy. Of course, you have the option to download. And what's really interesting is I clicked over one of the courses, and I'm going over to my course insights page. So within your AI insights, you have the opportunity actually to deep dive into your courses or get more results. But let me just go back a bit here. What happens if you want to ask something in your original prompt and you might have forgotten about it? So maybe you wanted to ask about the average success rate per course or the average scores. So it's easy because you can actually directly ask AI to update the table for you in just a simple prompt. So I have already done this, and you can see my question prompted here, and let's wait a bit for the results. So you can see, like in the games of an eye, you can see that an additional column was added at the very end of the table. So once I get all the information together, of course, if I scroll down at the result, I can have the option to download the table. Maybe you're preparing a report, or a presentation, and you want to add this table to this report. Of course, we know that you might miss preparing a custom report within our analytics center. So this feature allows you actually to play around, add questions, and prepare your custom reports within the AI insights.
Panagiotta, may interrupt you just to say, because I think this is very important. Usually reporting systems have some predefined reports, and they can't combine things from different sources. So for the very first time, for example, here, you can combine user progress, and a sign-up field like a country. So we do know that you do need custom reports, and you are saying that always in your feature requests. And we are trying through this system to address some of these problems. So we totally want to suggest you to build tables, to try to add columns and see the kind of reports that you can build, because the combination that is being offered due to the usage of the different sources can't be given from our own reports. So this is, as we call it, a multiplier of what we already have, because we have already probably one of the most elaborated reporting systems, and now with AI, you can connect also everything together. So what Panagiotta just have shown, it's of tremendous value. Please, Panagiotta.
Okay, thanks, George, for adding this comment. I think it clarifies how we can build the custom reports. Maybe I can fast forward a bit so that we can see another example. So here we have, as you notice, we have changed the chat. We started the new chat. Why? Because we want to change the context. This is something we usually do also in ChatGPT, because as you know, and this applies also to our case, each one of the threads created per question that we start, they have their own context. So the chat also remembers what we ask, the answers, and builds on top of them. So here what we are going to see is a deep dive into course-specific insights. So here is a question of what is the average score and average study time for learners in a course. So notice here that I have entered the slash, which is actually an easier way to search through my courses, or if I wanted to ask for a learner, to search through my learners. So if I play here the video, I'm still typing, and now I found my course. I hit enter, waiting a bit for the results, and here is our results. So what we can see over here is the average score and study time, actually what we asked. We get some additional course insights, and of course, such as the number of enrollments, number of completions, video duration, and some information about the learning activities in the table. But what happens if we wanna, understand even better per activity what's happening with our course? Is the activities effective? Do we need to make any type of adjustments? To which activities do we need to make adjustments? So in the next question, I have added here, how much time do learners spend on each learning activities of the course? So in the result now, I get this beautiful table with all the learning activities listed. And of course, because the school is a demo school, we didn't have really real data from users to get, valid results and insights. But if this was a real school, I would expect here, the numbers to be a bit different so that I can guide my insights and my decisions based on the results I get. We can see here the type of each one of the activities and the total units, the total time per unit of activity. Of course, as I said, for each table, we get the download opportunity at the very end. So now we had, yes, George?
I think here, because we are just trying to demonstrate some basic examples, you have to experiment. For example, you can say, let's compare to students in terms of their progress based on these learning activities. And you will create tables that you can't imagine. You will be amazed by what you are going to see. The same applies with the graphs that we are going to see immediately after. So the question here, the nice thing here is the flexibility of what I'm building. I can build data and I can connect layers of data between them.
Yeah, exactly. And as you mentioned about comparisons, let's do a comparison example. You can see here the next question. It's about courses, and I'm asking what's the highest and lowest engagement time for my courses. So I want to have an overview, maybe modify some of them because they're not quite, engaging for my students. So here I get the list with 3 of the lowest courses I have in my academy. And of course, I have the top 3 on terms of highest engagement. I can see over here, it's one of them. And I think that the next example we're going to see, maybe we can skip this one so that we can see the visual insights that we can get, like George mentioned. Okay, so let's do here a question about visual insights. When it comes to visual insights, of course, asking for a chart provides some additional and instant information in an easy way. So here we have a question, generate a pie chart showing the percentage of learners passing and failing exams for one of our courses. And let's see directly the exams here, which is actually, of course, impressive. We get the pie chart here. We have an expansion ability to see this chart in full mode. Of course, we can download it, and as I said, we can share this image or include it directly in a report we're creating. Okay, and since we have shown some examples about our courses, I think it's now time to ask a few questions about our learners, right? Which is the center of our academy. So moving on here, again, as you might notice, I have changed the chat so that I have a new thread from the beginning to clear also the context. And now I'm trying to ask and take, information about the overall progress of a particular learner. You might ask questions for a specific segment of your learners, or one particular, or for all of your learners. Let's see here an example about one learner, and please notice again that we used this slash function to easily search through our students. And let's see the results. Maybe, yep. So we have here the overall progress, total number of enrolled courses for Chloe. We have a number of the completed courses. He has completed 3 out of 5 courses with an average score of 100. And we also get a breakdown for each one of these courses with some comments, like for the first one, Mastering Digital Marketing from Beginner to Pro, we see that the learner hasn't completed at all this course and sees at risk of abandoning actually the course, which is really interesting as an insight. Or the same applies to the second course. But we see that at the very end, the score for each one of these courses and the status of completion. Let's now ask for another question.
I think it's
okay,
I think it's very interesting, the fact that all the results are connected with our data. So, for example, now you clicked on a link of a person that was returned by AI, you can see also the details that we offer with a structured way. So it's not just an AI system that is unconnected with the real data, but this is only the first iteration, and we have a lot more in our minds, and we're working on that, on how we can connect and integrate this AI system to several places inside the platform.
Okay, and here, please notice that I just clicked on Chloe and her user card opened. So maybe you're interested, to learn even more information and have a direct view to her user card. So you can do that as well. Moving on. Here, another question: which activities are challenging for the learner in a particular course? We have the course Photography Essentials, and we want to do a follow-up question actually for this learner. And we get to see here for each one of the activities. And at the very end, I think it's the feedback. These remain incomplete for the user, for Chloe. And we see here the comment: the activities are still in progress and may need more time or attention. So if you would be an instructor, maybe you would provide some additional feedback or support directly to this learner, or, adjust your next instructional moves. Okay, let's move on. I think these are just simple examples. You can play around with more sophisticated or examples that, satisfy your needs. Let's move on. We changed again the chat. We created the new chat, and let's ask some questions about our revenue, which of course is essential. Keep in mind that we have here a demo school with some basic information about revenue. Let's hit the first question, which is: show me the revenue of my academy per course. Okay, and we get the overview with the table again, not additional fluff, just the information directly cleaned here. We get to see for each one of our products, the list over here, the course or bundle name. We get the revenue for each one of them, the transactions made, which is, a quick overview as we asked. And at the end, the bottom of the result, I get to see also my total revenue for all the products in my academy. Okay, and last, I'm gonna give you another example over here. What's the revenue from the academy's payment gateways? So you might also be interested to see which one of the gateways you use is more used or by your learners, and you have this option as well here. The results we get for our case, for our example, we missed it. Oops. I think I'm gonna play it here. Sorry for this. Yeah, we get this table here. We have some transactions carried out through Sandbox and manual transactions, and I can see the total revenue and the payment transactions for each one of them. Again, the total revenue at the very end. George, any comment before we move on to some closing remarks?
The only thing here is that we are just presenting some simple questions. This is not exactly the power of these AI reports. Please play, please give us feedback, see what's not working very well, what can be improved. But I feel we are going to see some exciting usages of this feature. We have to say something important here, and this is the fact that this is a highly complex and a very advanced system, which also costs a lot also to LearnWorlds. As always, LearnWorlds incorporates these costs, but you have to know that we are still using this AI prompts credit thing that we have exploited also for using AI inside the platform. These question and answers cost you, with what you've seen right now, this specific question and answer, 4 prompts. Each question and answer costs you just 4 prompts. And you do have, as a learning center, 1,000 prompts per month available. However, we do have a better model to use. We didn't use that in the presentation just not to challenge you and say, okay, this is the expensive one. But you can use a better one, which is more expensive. It costs you 20 prompts per Q&A, but it gives a lot better results and a lot better graphs and a lot of things that, again, you can explore and you can decide on which model. If you go to the settings, integrations, AI, you will see there the possibility to select which model to use in your AI reports. Anna, I'm not sure if you want to add something.
Also, George, to add, because I saw a few questions on here on the chat. We use the OpenAI API underneath. This is the one we use. So we're talking about here 2 different modes: a light mode and an advanced mode. The things that you've seen from Panayota are the light mode. So as you can imagine, this can probably cover most of your needs. But you can also imagine that the next level, with the more expensive on credits level, the advanced mode can bring even better results. So if you have a full school, lots of data, you want to do extra connections, this can be an amazing little data scientist on your side, where you will not be just limited to some predetermined reports, but you start asking the important questions that make sense to you, your students, your school. And so we will bring also, because we hope that people will really love it and use it, we will bring extra options as add-on packages where you will be able to get access to extra prompts for using. But you can already integrate, because I saw this also being commented on the chat, you can also integrate your own OpenAI account if you have one. So you are not limited just to what we are offering or what we are selling internally. Bring in your own API and make the most out of it and get some amazing results.
Yeah, thank you both for these comments. They're actually really essential and important to know in advance for all of us. And just I wanted to close this presentation over here with just a small, or maybe not so small, functionality. I guess it saves you some time. We offer the option for you, apart from creating new charts, of course, to review your previous charts. So if you click over here, then we open the sidebar and we get to see all of our history, our threads. And of course, for each one of them, I have the opportunity to export it as a PDF. So I have the whole thread, the whole discussion with AI, with the AI exported as a PDF, a ready report to use, or you can even delete your chats. And yeah, I think that's pretty much some beginning functionalities we unraveled here, and hopefully we opened up your appetite for more explorations. So Mia, maybe I just stop sharing and I'm turning back to you, right?
Yes, absolutely. Let me just quickly share my screen. Okay. Let's just wrap up some of best practices for AI Insights Hub. Thank you so much, Panayota. It was amazing. And I can't wait to see what our customers will do with AI Insights Hub, because for me, it's one of the most powerful features that we released. So first, our advice is to start with the preset questions. They're already designed to give you quick insights into things like course completions or learner activity. It's the fastest way to truly understand the power of AI and what it can do for you. Next, if you are typing your own queries, just keep it simple. So the AI works best with straightforward questions. So instead of trying to combine too many things into a single question, like revenue engagement or course completions all in one, ask one clear question at a time. And finally, you can use the / shortcut. It lets you quickly search for users. And as George mentioned, all of the data is interconnected. So it gives you like a nice pointer, a high-level overview where you can look for a more granular analysis. Now we are moving forward with AI-enhanced iVideos. So you already had access to interactive videos in LearnWorlds, but it was a time for a revamp. So let's talk about AI functionality. It's all about making your videos more engaging for learners without adding extra work on your side. So with AI iVideo, let's see what you can do. You can generate things like table of contents or a summary of your videos in seconds, literally seconds. You can easily add questions at specific points of your video. For instance, you can ask learners, oh, what do you think will happen next? Or you can even quiz them on what they've just seen. So it really increases the engagement of learning. AI can also translate subtitles for you, which is perfect if you have a global audience of learners. And the best part is how simple it is. So you can just few clicks turn a regular video into one engaging and interactive learning experience, and you don't need any fancy skills. AI handles all the heavy lifting. So Panayota will now show us this new feature in action. And we just need to be mindful of the time as well, so that we can address the questions at the end. So Panayota, do you want to take over sharing, and I will stop?
Yes, thank you, Mia.
Yep.
Let me share my screen. So again, just to avoid the time that AI will take to generate a few things, I'll show you through a video. We are in our course outline, one of our courses, and we want to create one video activity. So we add the name, we add over here our video, we save it, and then we directly start by editing the whole experience. So this is where the good part actually starts. Okay, so let's see.
Panayota, I think it is important to say that we have a set of improvements in the interactive video editor. We did have the interactive video also in the past. So our first try here is to revamp the UI, to make it easier, to make it friendlier. And as you can see immediately in the screen, this is exactly how the site builder, the mobile builder, the ebook builder, the assessment builder seems like. So again, an experience which is very intimate to you. So you will find the tools in the places that you have used to find them. So let's start seeing the new things that we are bringing in the interactive video editor.
Okay, so the first thing to begin with AI, of course, it's to start by generating our subtitles. So this is essential. Keep it in mind. We use the subtitles or some transcripts to generate all the AI elements. So we need this as a first step. So you can click auto-generate subtitles. It takes a while to generate, but as soon as it's ready, let me fast forward. We get this notification that they are ready, and we can open. And of course, keep in mind to edit before make anything public or give it to AI, because there might be some misinterpreted words or words that you need to fix inside the transcript and the subtitles file. You see over here the editing options. At the very end of the screen, we get the save, assuming that we have corrected everything we wanted. And yeah, this is actually the first step. into having our AI elements added. Next, we will see how to add the table of contents. So over here, you click from, maybe I can stop it so that it's easier for you to. On the top bar, we click on the AI assistant, we generate table of contents. We have the option to define the number of chapters we want. Maybe we know that our video has, many chapters. We can specify the tone of voice. The same modal prompt we use in other parts of our platform when it comes to AI. And we can see over here the results. We asked for headings, we got them. Maybe we want to regenerate something or rephrase it because we are not satisfied with the result. We can do it as we did over here. Or you might decide that you don't want to have the very, very first heading at the top. You delete it, you click insert. Of course, in the authoring environment, you have the option over here to see the table of contents added, and at the bottom of the navigation bar. Let's move on and add some questions. So this is another.
Yes? Sorry again. What is table of contents is a good question. Table of contents is a set of headings that structure your video in chapters. So as in YouTube, you have labels in the video. So usually in the learning videos, you might have they might last 3 minutes, but they might last 20 minutes. So as to give some structure to the seeking and the scanning of the video by your students, and let them be engaged with the video and not see the parts that they don't care a lot, you can automatically now create a table of contents with just 2 clicks, as Panagiotis shown, and be able to not just give a simple video, but give a video with chapters inside. So you are improving with this first way by a huge margin your video experience for your students, which based on our research is of huge impact. Let's go to the second thing that you can add again with AI in just a couple of clicks.
Yeah, you can choose to generate either multiple type of questions or choose from one of our questions over here. Let me just leave it to play a bit to see the type of questions. So we have various types. As Mia mentioned earlier, questions to prompt your learners think about an outcome that might be presented even at the next point of your video, self-assessment questions. But let's go with our example here to generate multiple questions. You can choose this type. You can define the number of questions you want to include, their format, multiple choice or true false, and of course the tone of voice. We get to see directly here the results. If we like, let me just stop here for a second. We can see where exactly AI suggests that the question should be included. It gives us the timestamp, and it gives us also some previous lines, from the subtitles where this question is relevant. We can read them, of course, decide that if we're not satisfied, we can regenerate, rephrase, expand, or shorten. We have these options over here. If we decide that we want to rephrase, we see here in this example, now we might be satisfied, then we include, insert the question. You can see over here that we have also these elements differentiated with a different label, so it's easier for you to search and find them. And let's see how we have this preview over here, like how this question we added looks like. How does Mary Smith suggest utilizing the persona? It's a multiple choice question. I have the option, of course, to change the format of the question. Maybe I want to edit. Maybe I want to change the actions of the video or the effects, how the question will appear in the video. Of course, these were existing functionalities, just some UI improvements made. And of course, I can change over here the question. If I don't like it to be on the top of my screen, I can move it around. And other functionality Okay,
Sorry.
George?
So again, what we've managed now, so we have structure in our video, and then we want to engage learners for following the content. How can we do that? By not letting them be passive while watching the video. How can you do that? By adding question. So when you add a question, the video stops and waits for an interaction. So again, he has to think, he has to decide. And then his focus is again more in the next step. So usually we are saying that if you have a question every 1 or 1.5 minutes, then the engagement of watching your videos will be multiplied by a huge margin. So structure, questions. Let's go to the third one.
I think that this is going to be more visible when we hit the preview button at the very end. But yeah, let's see here how we can add a summary. So let's say that you have the whole video prepared. Of course, maybe it's a long one. You want to give some information at the very end. So you decide to add the summary to your video. By default, you can decide the length of it, the format of the summary, if you include some emojis, the tone of voice. And we can see over here the results. If we're satisfied, of course, let's give it, we can insert the content, or maybe we can improve the prompt, expand the summary, or shorten it, depends on our objectives. And we can see here how it looks in the authoring environment. Let's take a second to notice that it's added at the very end of the video, not to interrupt the whole learning experience. And yeah, George, do you have any comments, or shall I move on?
No, third thing, summary. So structure, questions, and at the end, the summary. Can you imagine a better way with just 3 clicks to improve the value of the videos that you have put so much effort to develop? I think that's the amazing thing for here. So let's go a little bit faster, Panayota.
Yeah. Okay. Another thing we wanted to showcase is the, over here, the subtitles, that you can create subtitles and translate them, auto-translate them with AI. So you can choose maybe to translate them in German or any other language that you like. You hit generate, take it a bit to the end. So we have the results. Maybe you can check them a bit, and afterwards you can directly insert the subtitles. You're gonna see them. Video does. Yep. Hit, of course, save, and maybe we can just go and see the preview. Yeah. What about showing the preview live? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's better.
Okay. So
And faster, probably.
this. And okay, let's see what we created actually with 3 clicks, as George mentioned. So we have this whole video over here. Let me just showcase, George mentioned at the beginning that the table of contents, what are table of contents? And he mentioned that it's a navigation tool, right? So we have the chapters over here, we can navigate quickly. That's one option. But if you don't want to, see them over here, of course, you can close this. You have also the ability to show them, to see them in the bar, the navigation bar. Of course, by clicking, you're taken to one particular chapter. Let's hit play here.
Toward the end of my training here.
One of our questions actually was inserted at this point.
Is represented well. Is it powerful? Is it clear?
Okay, so that now we see one of the questions we generated. We can click the answer. We get, of course, the option automatically to have feedback generated with the help of AI. We click continue.
Is it crystal clear what
this appears afterwards? And another couple of things I wanted to showcase, just to take the whole experience a bit further, create a more social tone in this learning activity. Apart from the engagement stuff that comes with knowledge related issue, you can see that here we have also some comments at the bottom. Maybe someone has added the question, or the instructor prompts the learners with some additional questions. We can see them over here. Of course, we have editing options, deleting options, and we also have the opportunity and learners to add some emoji related reactions. And we can click over here, you know, add at the particular point. And of course, we can show the summary also at the very end.
I think we have to stay a little bit on this social video progress part that we have created, because this is a very important part of, again, the experience. So imagine you are a learner and you are going into a course and you are starting with a second video, which is probably big or complicated or whatever. And you are seeing at some point some emojis or some posts. Can you imagine how much of curiosity that will create to your learners so as for them to be engaged there? So by giving just a simple video, probably someone will fail, will abandon very early. By giving a video that includes table of contents, questions during the progress of the video, a summary at the end, and also social interactions during this knowledge presentation, I feel we are saying that you can change a lot the learning experience. And the big issue here is the following, that it was very time consuming to do that all by hand. So with AI now, we are multiplying this value to your content so you can use it in a better format. Essentially, AI enhances the format of your video. This is what we achieve. I'm not sure whether Pano, you want to comment something, but we are very happy. This feature is going to be released in January. It's already in beta for some schools, and we hope that it will boost your learners' engagement.
Yeah, I think let's continue because we are a bit above time. So thank you people for staying and following along. Let's continue.
Yes, okay. I will continue sharing my screen. And yes, just like a quick wrap up of the best tips for boosting engagement with AI enhanced iVideos. So when you're working with AI video, a great place to start is by creating a table of contents. This way, your learners can quickly find the sections they need without any extra effort. Next, when you're adding interactive elements like questions or summaries, it's best to keep it light. So just a couple of well-placed questions can make a huge difference in engagement, but don't overdo it. Too much can feel overwhelming. And finally, don't forget to refresh your videos regularly. So update subtitles, tweak your summaries, or even swap out a question or two every now and then. And that's like a very, very simple and quick way to ensure that your content stays fresh and relevant for learners over time. And now let's take a look at 2025 and the big innovation we're all waiting for with Panos. Panos, would you like to give us a sneak peek?
Yes, thank you, Mia. And like I know, folks, that we are going a bit quickly over all these features. I can assure you that there's tremendous depth in all these things. So going like for the features that you already have, go into the platform and check them out, like the AI insights. For the others, keep playing with the features and see what they can what they can give for you. We feel like we are going too fast, but we have so many things to present to you, so we need to speed up. So a few things about the future and what the team is already building, the big innovations that we expect to bring you around e-commerce and content creation. I feel like we are, when it comes to our product team, that we are sitting on top of a brewing volcano that is working on some great things to come your end. So what is our major goal here is how to help you go from the knowledge and the packaging of knowledge to the revenue generation. And this is where we are coming to this is our mission, to empower the course creators, the course builders, the sellers, not just to build courses, but build entire businesses, discover and uncover new business models in order to match and exceed their ambitions. We are this new project that we're working on is not just about upgrading some features, bringing some feature parity with another platform or something that you have seen. This is about creating an entire new operating system for packaging and distributing and selling online courses. We understand. Sorry?
No, sorry.
Okay. We understand that your needs are rapidly changing. We have seen that from the beginning. When LearnWorlds started, as most platforms, we could only do one trick: create and sell an online course as a one-off. We are seeing every day your varying and always growing needs. So with this new set of features, we are here to set a new standards for e-commerce and content delivery, to help you make the most of your content, to help you create business models that will take own, where you can take over your entire industry and your market. So this is R&D, this is innovation. We are leading the pack, and we are building the basis for the platform to keep delivering features and value creation for years to come. So the basic understanding here is that creators are not just selling courses. This is a thing of the past. This is something that we were designed to do 10 years ago. Now, creators and businesses, small and medium and large businesses, they're building entire business models, entire million generating engines on top of knowledge products. And this is not just online courses. It can be coaching, this can be podcasts, this can be memberships, this can be any form of content, just audio, any form of content can be packaged in that way. And the old e-commerce system, you see that in most platforms, haven't evolved enough to be able to adapt to this flexibility, to the scalability, to the personalization that the era of AI, like the AI insights that you saw before, empower us to do and give us and necessitate for us to be able to do. In the era of AI, you cannot just package a one course with one style and one type of content and try to sell it to multiple people. You can sense it yourselves that the demands of the people are changing. This mass personalization and this possibility to sell to everyone whatever they need at the right time, it's going to be extremely important. So we took a step back, we reevaluated everything that we knew, we didn't take anything for granted, and we started designing based on thousands of feature requests, based on hundreds of hours of research out there on competing platforms, not just in e-learning, but in all sorts of software and SaaS, and obviously with our own expertise, with our own collective expertise as a team. And we are coming back with a reimagined e-commerce engine and the content architecture that will enable us to empower all whatever business model you have now or you may ever create in the future. And also we're creating the basis for this engine to keep learning, growing, and evolving along with you. So what are some of the things that some of the features that you will start seeing as we are working on this, and when we will be ready to bring these things out to you? E-commerce feature like flexible pricing, subscriptions, multi-tier plans, advanced access options so that you can sell different users and different audiences, more options to sell your courses, and some simple transactions that we all see around us and we all would like to add to our schools, whether it's cards, gifting, giving the possibility for somebody to buy a gift for somebody else, selling bundles, bulk enrollments, anything that a B2C or B2B business would ever need to package and distribute their courses. And obviously, analytics that will help you analyze your revenue, your course, your cohorts, your geographies, and take the right marketing decisions so that you can invest your time where it can have the biggest impact. And this will be matched with what we have on the right side of the slide, with content delivery mechanisms of unprecedented flexibility, customizability, and personalization that will allow you to create different kinds of products, micro products, memberships, curated learning products, personalized paths, custom journeys with drip feeds, prerequisites, deadlines, notifications, everything that you will need to keep your users engaged across their customer journey, from the first time that they go into your school to all the way to following up, selling and reselling, and following along this way. So this is a big project. It will not come on its own. It requires obviously a tremendous amount of infrastructure work and design. So it's something that is going to come out in iterations. bringing you value and also getting feedback from you, so that we can keep on expanding and bringing this to you and make this really, really impactful for you. And George, what are the first things that we're going to bring?
The e-commerce engine is the first thing that we are going to bring, probably for the new trials in the beginning of Q1, and in Q2 will be available to all of our customers. So just for you to know, this is a project that we're working more than 1.5 years. We want to have the best e-commerce engine out there. It will be the most flexible, but also the different things that we have designed for you will be released during 2025. But by the end of 2025, be sure that LearnWorlds is the place to be if you are selling courses, and we mean that. And the content delivery thing, it's going to start being released by the end of Q2. Again, we are talking about innovative things now. We have covered all the basic things. First of all, in the product team is innovation right now, and we are going to bring that to you. So it was for you also to position your products in a very different way and separate yourself from any other offering out in the market. So we can continue, I think.
So yes, let's go forward, folks. I think you know us by now. You know the spirit and the ethics of the team. We like to under-promise and over-deliver. So I'm not sure if we are underselling what we're working on here. But stay tuned, keep following, and I'm sure that you will love it. So I know that we're way out of time. Just a couple of extra, let's say, gifts from us in a Christmas mood. The first thing is that we have launched our LearnWorlds Referral program, which is a nice win-win-win proposition. It allows you to give access to a friend, a colleague, somebody you know that needs a tool like LearnWorlds through the platform by referring a friend. Which means that you will get $100. They will be happy by discovering this tool that they didn't know that they always needed and they didn't know existed. And also, you will help support LearnWorlds in the process. It's very easy. Just go from within your platform, click the refer a friend, and give it today to the people that could profit and make this part of their business.
Can we say and share the fact that right now the tremendous growth of LearnWorlds comes from mouth-to-mouth communication? Almost 30% of our growth comes from this exactly thing without having that in the platform. So we're so happy to have so passionate users of LearnWorlds that share the love. So we have to thank you about that, and we are trying also to give you something back with the refer a friend.
Yes, so probably some of you have already done that. So now it's a time for you to get some recognition about that. And if we can go also to the next, since we are in a holiday mood, if you want to launch a new school, or if you're upgrading your existing package to a next package, let's say going from the Pro to the Learning Center, so that you can also get access to the AI insights, which is just one part of what the Learning Center plan can give to you. And for every new customer, this is a 15% chance, a 50% discount for the next 12 months. So what better New Year resolution than building a business, a thriving business on top of LearnWorlds, or taking this chance to migrate from a lesser platform, a platform that cannot scale along with your ambitions and along with your needs. Come over to LearnWorlds, check out if you're a new user or if you're an existing user, check out the upgrade options, even for the getting access to the mobile application, and the entire LearnWorlds team with all our capacity, with all our features, with all our passion, with all our devotion to making your school succeed, will be behind you to help you make 2025 a very, very successful year for you. So I know that we are way out of line. We had promised a Q&A, but we cannot do it now. But I saw Luca and Alex have answered several dozens of questions already, and we'll make sure to gather everything that has been left unattended. We saw some nice patterns of questions around the AI, around the e-commerce engine, around different features. So we'll try, as always, in the next few days to come back to you and provide every answer we can. As always, you will get a full access to the recording. It will be already in a couple of in less than an hour. It will be already up on our YouTube channel, as will be all our previous webinars. So we are extremely happy that you stayed with us here today. I hope that you enjoyed the presentation and you are getting some new sense of wonder and we're getting you intrigued to come into the platform, play around, and create your best possible products and your best possible business with us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining. As Panos said, we will address your questions either via email or some other time. But anyhow, thank you so much for staying over time.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Mia, Manayota, and George.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.